Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you, pretending you got a sliver. You're not fooling me, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shiver. You know we got a mystery to solve, so Scooby-Doo, be ready for your act. Don't hold back, and Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, here are you. You're ready and you're willing. If we can count on you, Scooby-Doo, I know we'll catch that villain.
Okay, a little bit thrown together here because I didn't figure I'd be on this quickly. But right now, let's see, I think Raquel's already in a match. So we're waiting for her to get out of that and we can get back and get a team up going here. But for now, get that up there. So again, while that's being all sorted, I'm going to send out some links. And as I figured, Friday night's stream did get kibosh because of that little flash of one lady went through that training, so the warning will expire tomorrow, and put it in part of the appeal. It's like, look, it was an accident, and I'll be happy to edit it out and give them the chance, because I know they just completely blocked it. I can't even get at it to snip that bit out. So for now, I'm just gonna get a little housekeeping done here. Look, I didn't get all the links in the description yet. They'll just like throw it up. Just get it done. Yeah.
I can sort.
There we go.
Oh, I got. Where'd the other two go? Okay, I wanna claim reward, spray. G-Pass. Also a spray.
Back that up. Get that in the proper list. Where is it? There. Stop locking up on me. Come on. There we go. Okay, not sure what happened there. I'm trying to keep it to people I know. You know, I can't even get Raquel to stick with me here. Well, you're not the only one watching. We got two people watching. So. I try to get the parties people actually know. So let's see. What did Raquel do? Completely yeeted out of the game. Looks like it's okay. Okay, a little word from Raquel. Okay, so all right. Well, I'll be on here for I just started, so I'm going to be here for a while. Let's go ahead and pull this up here. Now I wonder about this giving 3 skins. Okay. Now apparently their game hub was full, so here's the full explanation here. So I don't know what's going on there. Okay. All right, so let's see what we got here. What 3 skins? That's what I want to know. Let's see what we got here. There was 3 lame ass skins I'm never going to run. All right, let's look at there. Got to defeat Doja Cat and go through these guys. Don't care about Travis Scott. Mm-hmm. And plus, that skin's not out, so how are you going to give it to me? Yeah. All right. Let's look at that. Got this one going here. Still got to do 3 people with the Swarm Strike. Daily Seamer Standard. Okay. Aura, still don't really care. Okay. Let's see. And Chunk. Again, I really don't give a shit. Okay. Still gotta hook up with Chun-Li. Still don't care. Okay, let's go ahead and take care of this. Whoops. And again, unless, last time I checked, you can't just, give away skins, okay, that you have. Let's see, do I want to stick with the Wolverine here? I'm going to go back. Let's just go ahead and get in it here. This thing, last time I checked, the only way you can gift someone a skin is if it's in the shop and you buy it for them. None of those skins are in the shop currently. Oh, is she back in? Okay, that's different.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, what was happening there? Okay. I'll go back to wait. Okay. No. Okay. Okay, so let's get back to this and we'll try again. I had to back out and take another run at it. Tell you what, let's go ahead and I said, actually, I wasn't get my get my first round out of the way, and the first round glitches out of the way. Because I don't want to handicap an entire party with my problems. So. You know, I may already have aura anyway. I don't know. I have to check. What again, Travis Scott? I couldn't give two shits about, and plus that skin is just into. So you might want to read the room first before making. Oh, I don't care about that one. I've already got the Street Fighter one, Blanca. Okay. And that was a gift from someone I was actually, in a party with. Okay. Up to 3 people. Okay, come on. Reset that. And I'm going to get here. 3 people on X, 1 on YouTube, and 1 is probably Raquel. Yeah, that didn't work. Come on, wake up. Hmm. Come on. All right. That was easy. There we go. Maybe we're back to lobby. Yeah, there we go. I think the fact that seeing Wolverine instead of Batman should have been a big hit. Come on. Yeah, I'm trying. There we go. All right. Let's do a quick run through here. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Looks a lot like the big castle from a couple scenes back. Oh, yeah. Let's take a moment to look at the shop here, see what's updated. But they're clearly not going to get in there for a while. And the bestsellers are. Let's scroll on down here. So yeah, the Ghostface bundle is out. The cute little witch. Moving on. Oh, Midas again. Yeah. And again, another misread there. The song "Zombie" is not about zombies. Okay, it's about the troubles in Ireland. Okay. These guys still. Nope. And the Doja Cat bundle. Why would you do that to poor unsuspecting Lamborghini? That's it. Oh, look. Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. I still don't get them. And there's these guys. Well, there's Aura. Tron. Snigger. Jam Track. Okay.
No.
And that stuff, and that stuff, and this stuff here. Okay. All right, let's get back in here. We're going to try again. So yeah, you hit on one skin that's in the shop currently. The other two, it's like I haven't seen Chun-Li in God knows how long. And Travis Scott is debatable he's ever going to return because of the crap that went on with his, so. No, there are too many problems, adding in people I don't know, So. Okay, let's see. Yep, we're in. And not on the ground yet, so I haven't been killed. Okay. Come on. Stabilize. All right. What the hell? I got into build mode. What the fuck? The hell did I just land in? All right, we're going to be stuck with this for a while. I'm going to get that. What the hell? No? Just never been down here. There must be a new addition, too. Come on. Oh, come on. Go. Stop that. Come on. Let's go. All right. Stop it. All right, good lords. Oh, car. Get the damn car. Fuck. In the car. Come on. Let me out of the damn storm, you piece of shit. Come on. Okay. 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 A little bit itchy. Actually. Oh, definitely downstairs. Damn it.
The question is, where am I?
Asshole. Okay, let's go back to the lobby. Okay. Have they even started yet? I'm not going to worry about that until there's an opening. So, tell you what, while that's going here, I'm going to start throwing a few things in the watch later list here so I can free up some memory. Once things load. Oh, come on.
Donald Trump, over the weekend, has won in federal court. He will be allowed to federalize the Illinois National Guard. Now, strangely, the court also said he can't deploy the National Guard, which is kind of weird. But what does it mean to deploy, and why would Trump not have the authority to do so? This is an interesting constitutional question, and everything's getting murky and muddy. I'd go ahead and say that if Trump can federalize...
Okay. Yeah, definitely got to free up some RAM here. So we got like about a half dozen of videos I racked up, but nope, got to put them aside a moment. Problem is, they still take it memory. So.
This story is truly wild. Iris Stolzer is the mayor of Herdecker in Germany. Socialist, big lefty, big supporter of mass migration. Such a vehement advocate, in fact, that she imported an adopted daughter from Mali and an adopted son from Haiti. And that's where her problems began. Despite using the daughter as a virtue signal PR prop for her law firm, this is how...
I'm going to have to put this in there too. Let's pick up where I left off here. Oh, and if anybody else is kind of waiting for them, what's going to happen with these, Film is Fabulous fans? We know there's some Doctor Who episodes in this mess somewhere.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Yeah, this right over here, this happens very, very rarely. And so when it does, I gotta make a video on it.
Let's see.
All right, everyone. Happy Columbus Day. Yes, indeed. By presidential proclamation, we're back to actually having Columbus Day instead of the mythology of Indigenous Peoples Day. I'm going to be ranting.
Okay. All right.
And talking about slow learners, let's check in with ABC. Let's have a look at Vice President J.D. Vance absolutely demolishing George Stephanopoulos. The long-term Democrat operative turned ABC News anchor did not see this coming, and his reaction to it was to...
Okay.
Welcome back to Sunday Night in America. Solar companies and labor unions are suing the EPA after the Trump administration pushed for deregulation.
And almost there.
Keir Starmer's latest move has exploded into a full-blown political and legal headache in what many are describing as a desperate attempt to rewrite the Brexit story. The Prime Minister is...
And one last one.
Hello everybody, Ellie here for Who Culture. How are we all doing? Another week, another weekly roundup. As usual, there will be timestamps in this video so you can jump around as and when you want to. Let's get into it. First and foremost, another week, another episode of Strictly Come Dancing. We're on week 3 and Alex Kingston is of course a contestant this year. This year's performance was actually legendary. It was absolutely amazing. It was movie week this week and she performed as Miranda Priestley from The Devil Wears...
Worried about with the Who Culture things about Alice Kingston on Strictly Come Dancing. That's Dancing to the Stars. Those over here on the other side. thing about Russell T Davies. Stop asking me about Disney. I don't know anything. And then soundtrack to series 10 coming out. So let's see what we got. So with that, now we got superfluous stuff freed up. So let's try again here. As far as first rounds go, that wasn't bad. I think on that Friday show, I might have to download it off of StreamYard and snip out the offending bit or blur the hell out of it just to maintain the humor. In the future, I should be a little quicker on things. Just get out of that. Stop sharing the screen. Shutting down that screensaver can be a bit of a pain in the butt sometimes. There we go. Let's see, is this thing fully charged yet? This cord's kind of in the way. Yeah. Well, nothing right now. Just waiting to get in the game. What? Nothing right now. Just waiting to get in. So you're not in the game? Not right now, but I'm trying to get in one. Why? Interesting. There we go. Control of our destiny here. Okay, let's just. All right. Do that. Okay. All right, so we got some redundancies here. And it's still glitching a bit. Come on. Oh, this one. Let's just skip it this time. Let's see. I think we'll put that there. Let's not run off the side of the mountain. Okay. That's why you need to check these things, because you never know when you get something a little extra. Ah, come on. Or we'll just keep on moving. Son of a bitch. Bitch. Okay. Yeah, they have vault of the helicopters. Bye. And you're not getting it back either. I'm not in a conciliatory mood right now. The only reason I'm not blown up because I want to hold on to my ammo. So, come on. All right, that's the one. There you are. Yeah, I think they're kind of going to market saturation here. Look, we got a station here. Got a station. Come on. What a room for somebody else. Just because I'm feeling very violent. Throw a cube, blow the hell out of it. Don't pick up anything. Okay. All right. Let's really use is a car. Well, there's that one. Okay, where's the one? That one. Nah, someone got it. Oh, it's right there. Never mind. Sure. No, for that. Okay. No boom? Okay. Might as well hold on to the hot rod. What'll happen up here? Damn you! Right, that's it. Come on. No, what's going on there? I think I got him. Okay, I'm back to the car that I dumped. All right. Yeah, a little test driving there. Okay, where was it? Another airstrike? No, I need this a little bit. All right, let's just wait for a bit. They're rapidly running out of room to hide. Oh, there we go. Nice try. Oh, so close. Oh, shut up, you. Check the progress here. I think I did finally get that one task out of the way. There's no coming inside. I've no one watching. No, you're one of travel. I can see how many are watching. I've got a counter on this end. You know, just because you're the one talking doesn't mean you're the one watching. Then again, what's that got to do with whether or not I let you in the game or not? Okay, we didn't quite make it there. Let's check the quests. Okay. Okay, this is slightly new. All right, let's. Okay, I think that was the one missing. Was hitting that number of players with the rockets. So. Just need to remote once? Okay. What's this? Where are we at here on this? 67 left. Okay, so that's. So she's got a ways to go. All righty. All right. Okay, and let's. At the academy. I think that's the academy. Nope, that's one of the bases. Where is the academy? That's Utopia. Up there. something in a car. Okay, a moment here. Am I in the right direction? Yeah. Roughly. Yeah. And what is... No, it's a rock. Okay. Come on. Okay. Further up. Not the right one. Yeah. Well, was too close. Need some shields on here. All right. Follow up on that. All right. Good idea to keep track of your stuff. Someone's already grabbed that. Or maybe I grabbed them. I don't know. Oh, come on. Nope. That gold? That's gold. Need gold. And never anything in here. Okay, so. Now it works. Come on. First, get that marker out there. Yeah. All right. All right. Oh. Come on. Not nothing shield, so. Okay. Nothing else will throw things off for a while. And it's in the damn thing. I ain't going to the storm for a pot, okay? God damn it! All right, let's go back on. Leave it to level up there. Okay, so we got something. Let's do this. Yeah. Emo could be useful for somebody. Probably do it with Deadpool. And that's with the battle row. So got to level up one more time. Let's start going through a bunch of super styles I don't care about. All right. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to go here. 5 people on next. Okay. I'm going to throw up a video here for a bit. I'm not closing the game yet. Stop screen. There we go. And I'm gonna, no, that's invite. Let's see if that video's on the computer. I gotta call up a link. Let's see. Not a very old video, so. I think I might have to go with the link for that. Let's see. I might just start keeping these on. Keeping these around a little longer. Because actually, looking at the thing, I probably should redo it a bit. Let's see. Okay, let's just. But it's a double example of what I would like to do besides the usual ranting about indie or ranting about starting about Paramount. Is going into some of the more trivial stuff here, a little background things. Actually, quicker to go through my history. I just rewatched that thing not too long ago. Here we are. Just yesterday, I think. Hold on. Go back there. But just under 8 minutes will be fun. Okay, so let's get out. And let's have that. Back in the day. It's a question that's almost as old as the Enterprise herself. Where is engineering? And it's a fair question, since the producers of the original Star Trek didn't exactly go out of their way to nail down the technical details of the starship they dreamed up. Unlike the later productions where we got official cutaway drawings and cross-sections showing us precisely where the main engine room was, how it was situated in relation, and so forth. Mainly to avoid more rounds of this exact question rearing its head once again. On the original show, however, the official policy was that they were more interested in telling stories about people, not technology, and writers were instructed to focus on that and not get caught up in all the gadgetry. Besides, anything the fans dreamt up was probably going to be better than what they came up with, so let them have their fun. That being said, though, a few tidbits were provided in the 1968 book The Making of Star Trek, where some general notes on the overall layout of the ship were specified. And although the landmark book is an invaluable text on television production even today, and has plenty of historical insights into the development of the show, as a technical manual it's rather lacking. While they put far more thought into the technical details than, say, any of the Irwin Allen productions at the time, that didn't mean they sweated out every detail, certainly not to the level of the later shows. As stated before, they were making an action-adventure TV show, not a NASA documentary. Conquest of space, this ain't. So it was in the early 1970s, a draftsman by the name of Franz Joseph Schnabelt, whose daughter Karen was a huge Star Trek fan, often assisting B. Joe Trimble while she was running Lincoln Enterprises. This eventually resulted in the landmark works, the Starfleet Technical Manual, and the Booklet of General Plans, also known as the Enterprise Blueprints. Now again, these are both landmark pieces of work and set the standard for just about every such work that followed. But that being said, that doesn't mean they're in any way accurate. Remember, Schnabelt was not a hardcore fan. He did this as a favor for his daughter and her friends. And the available reference materials were practically non-existent at the time, and what was there was often contradictory. As such, we're lucky these works are even close. So that we don't wind up going down a rabbit hole, let's just say that while we acknowledge those works for their historical significance in the history of Star Trek, they're of no real use for telling us where engineering is. Instead, we're going back to the source, the show itself, with some influences from the later productions and taking into account their findings on the subject. First, let's establish where main engineering isn't. It is not in the primary hull next to the impulse engines. For one thing, it doesn't fit. Secondly, it would block turbolift access to the secondary hull. While there is undoubtedly some sort of engine room there, it's not the one we saw in the show. Or rather, I should say ones, since the room changed significantly between first and second season to the point where they're really not even the same room anymore. I'll go into a deeper dive on that later. The first time engineering shows up on film is The Enemy Within, where Kirk refers to it as the lower levels, meaning down in the secondary hull, or as it's also known, the engineering hull. In fact, when Matt Jeffries was asked where engineering was, he gave the person an odd look and answered, in the engineering hull, with a sort of an unspoken expression of duh. So, from the earliest days of the show, and in the mind of the guy who designed the ship in the first place, engineering is down in the engineering hull. Yeah, duh. So, where exactly in that hull is it? The easy answer is to look at those big glowing orange tubes, figure they lead straight to the nacelles, bingo, job done, who's up for lunch? Not so fast, smart guy. For one thing, those tubes are clearly at the wrong angle to be leading to the nacelles. Not just the angling in part, but even if you cross on through, the angle is way too steep to match up with the nacelle struts. Plus, that puts engineering right up against the forward bulkhead of the hangar deck, which doesn't really seem like a good idea. So, since there's something else going on here, and there's no pressing need for those tubes to line up with the struts, or anything for that matter, let's move it forward a more comfortable distance from the shuttle bay. Okay, where? Let's take a look at the underside of the secondary hull, paying particular attention to those odd shapes, see if they provide any clues. They're clearly technical in nature, with the yellow circle outlined in red being very prominent in a do not block this area kind of way. I think it's not out of line to assume this is the ejection port for the warp reactor. So, in going through the various technical references in the shows themselves, it's clear that those tubes have something to do with the main reactor, although not the main reactor itself. I figure it's the main power distribution manifold sending energy from the reactor to the rest of the ship. This also takes care of those instances where it seems to be connected to the warp drive in one episode and the impulse engines in the next. It's connected to both. So let's figure the tube assembly is directly over the warp core, which is directly over that yellow circle on the underside of the ship. That gets us about halfway. So which way does the room face? Here's where we get into the weeds a bit. Those big thingamajigs in the middle of the room are shown to house the dilithium crystals, which focus and amplify the plasma produced by the warp core to a point where the warp coils and the nacelles can generate the warp field, enabling us to have a show about a starship in the first place. Can't really call it Star Trek if you can't get out of your own solar system now, can you? And it's been very well established that the way the whole thing works is matter and antimatter go boom in the warp core, that boom is directed through the dilithium crystals to make a bigger boom, and is sent to the warp nacelles to generate the warp field. The general idea is there in the original show, most notably Alana Troy's and That Which Survives, but the later shows and movies lay it out much more clearly. So let's look at the Enterprise D's warp core, with the dilithium crystals right there in the reaction chamber, shooting the amplified plasma directly down the conduits of the nacelles. So how do you think it was done 100 years earlier? Not quite so integrated yet, with a little more plumbing involved. The dilithium crystals are away from the warp core, where you can still get at the things without having to shut down the whole reactor, and can still maintain a speed of about warp 2. This also requires that the setup be upstream from the nacelles, but downstream from the warp core. Long story short, this means that when you're in engineering, facing those big glowy tubes, you're facing forward towards the front of the ship. And that version of the engine room we saw in the first season, why, it's still there. It's on the other side of those tubes. It used to be main engineering, but between the first and second seasons, that designation was shifted to the facility after the big manifold to allow more direct access to the warp core and other systems, while the forward room was likely designated as backup, now mainly concerned with the ship's fusion reactors and other tasks. And there you have it. That's my answer to the question of where engineering is. I think it covers just about every what about this comeback, and I think it covers the old shoot quite nicely. Like, share, and subscribe. Click on one of the links in the description to support what I'm doing here, and we'll talk at you later. Oh, all right. Cut that off there. Okay. Like I said, and the only other thing I did, I added a little couple of small warp, pods up in the nacelles. Just to well, what about that? Okay, fine. They're there just because somebody referred to it once in an episode that didn't matter. Like I said, one thing I found out in doing research for that stuff, and the videos long after conclusion, whenever something threatened the ship that was outside the ship, like some supercomputer on the planet that was sucking the thing dry, and Scotty couldn't do anything about it, and it was up to Kirk to talk this computer into blowing itself up, they'd make some reference to the nacelles or vague thing to the antimatter pods are going through super good, and they always contradicted whatever the last thing was somebody said. It's just something vague about the nacelles. When it required Scotty to actually do something, that basically, fell into, okay, how does the ship work? And then almost in every case, it came down to, okay, well, then you have a central reactor feeding power to the nacelles. And it's somewhere in the vicinity of engineering. And that's where you got pretty much I'm not the only the people who did the work on the show, the later show, came to the same damn conclusion. Okay. Warp reactor somewhere near engineering. In fact, on the one thing, matter antimatter reaction chamber, that is directly taken from that which survives. Spock makes reference to it and as how to get the warp engines back under control. So the term does come from the original series. And strap a little further, because even Drexler thinks that the tubes lead straight to themselves. No, they don't. Okay, think about it. They can't. The angle is wrong, and not just inside, but also they'd have to be a much shallower angle to line up with the struts even if they crossed over. They're steep, and no. So if they don't line up, then there's no reason for them to be under the nacelles. Put them somewhere makes a little more sense. And actually, as far as facing forward, that is in purely by coincidence, but it's backed up by the scene in the Immunity Syndrome when Scotty is supposedly adds a little extra thrust to pull in the fight against the pull of the amoeba, and they lurch forward. The way they fall back, the tubes are forward of where they are. So again, it's arbitrary, but it's there, and it's you can use that as supporting evidence. Who the hell knows what they thought? Because again, they put more thought into it than say Irwin Allen did with Lost in Space, but they didn't think it out to the nth degree. There was a lot of making it up as they went along. But their point at that stage was they want to tell stories about people, not technology. And the writers got talking about, we know how easy it is to get caught up in the gee whiz bang of it all, but no, keep the story. We have technical people to figure out the technical stuff. Just focus your story on the people. Okay, so with that, we're going to get back into the game. And I think Raquel may have bowed out for the night here. Yeah, she's a flat out line. Well, wait a minute. Hold on, let me check that back. Screw that back up. Well, not showing up at all. I don't know what that means. All right, let's see. So let's see where we're in quests. Still only at 2. And I got a ways to go to level up here. So, all right. Let's get in there and do an emote. I think what I might do on payday is get the mystery machine. Worry about the characters another time. Now again, it's just wait till they come around next time, because that's the beauty of them being item shop skins. They will be back. If they were all battle pass skins, I'd be worried. And of course, and the thing is, people would also complain but they never do that many skins at once. A theme and a battle pass. So yeah, they're in the item shop. They'll be back. So I'm not, I think I'll focus on getting the Mystery Machine and maybe Velma. The rest can wait. Again, I've always, even going back when I was a little kid, I've always liked Velma more. She seemed like the type I could hang with. So yes, long before the whole nerd girl thing was a thing. 1969, 1970, Really, in a way, it's kind of an offshoot of Tomboys, Not the popular cheerleader type who's going to be worried about. No, this is a type of, kind of maybe get down and dirty with you, Not afraid to stick her head under the hood with you, and it's like hand you the screwdriver or whatever, and then know what it means when you ask for a screwdriver. Okay. Come on, there's somebody over here. Bitch! That doesn't count. At least I put a heart on the son of a bitch. Try again. Yeah, Hunter X is gone. I just flat out yeeted him from the game. Get rid of them and the helicopters. And hello, Owen. I wasn't really ignoring you, but it's like when the video was going, I didn't want to jump into that. So, all right. Okay, we're coming in again from there. So, let's hit those guys. Why is everyone not to shoot each other? Up, all the way down. Okay. Well, whatever. It's fine. I want to. Let a few guys kill each other off first. I think two of them bailed before them. Could you get that in again? And bonsai. Of course, there's people landing there. Never mind then. I'll direct my attention over here. Shit for break on. Always somebody. Come on. I think I chose properly. Because then I'm all the way out here and just barely inside the circle. It's been starting off in the game. I prefer to be left alone for a while. This game can have the effect of making you a little antisocial. Like you just want to run around and not really meet anybody. You know, okay. So no more wretched hive of scum and villainy in the desert. Okay. Even change the topography. Okay, how do you get in? Yeah. I hate the sneezes that just kind of went out here. Leave it hanging. Here. I know what do we got here. He's already got one. Jury trying to get out of the TV. I think that's a reference to the Ring videos. The Ring horror movie. Whoop. Can't stay long. What the hell? It's up in the attic. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. And I think we are about out of time. Oh. I don't think that really got me anywhere. I think it's time we skedoodle here. Of course, someone's gonna ruin the day. No. Bitch. God. But it's just enough to throw you off. Now, what is in these pumpkins anyway? Not a damn thing. Why did you do that? It's zero build, you twit. All right. Let's see where we get here. Okay. What time is that? I'm there for an hour 48. Okay. And I did the emote. Okay. All right. Okay, let's just get down here. Listen, I'm really not impressed with the selection on the bridge these days. So what's that? Ooh, there's a chest. Hold on. Damn it, stop doing that. Come on, unlatch, you little twerp. There we go. Okay, now let's do a quick one here. Never a car there when you need one. What the hell? Well, we're gonna be. There's that for now. You know what? Okay. That's what I want. Right. Oh, for crying out loud. All right. First things first, let's do the housekeeping here. That goes, no. That there. That there. That goes bye-bye. No, I'm not getting that damn knife. What I'm needing is a car. Oh, and there's the moon just pops out of nowhere. Very large, too. There we go. There we go. Bye now. That's it. Let's take the outer route for a while. Just really going out for a drive here. big one in there. Okay. Lost a wheel. Come on. There's the real joke would be if the guy shot it was as the Joker, and the Joker got away. You big cunt. Now let's see if this guy tried to drive off with that. He must have an NPC. Yeah, he got Doja Cat as an NPC. All right. Okay. Let's get out of the water. Let's see, where the hell are we going to be coming up from over Shogun's over here? Now let's see if we can make this work this time. Damn it. The fuck? No point running, just die and tired. That. All right. All right, now what do we got here? Yeah. Actually, not even that. All right. Now we got to get out of here. What, did I hear something? Is there a chest over here? Dipshit, hold on. All right, well. Oh, I forgot about that one. All right. Okay, and nope. Skip all this stuff. In fact, we're going to skip town too. Come on. You scope here. All right. How'd you get his attention? Damn it! God. Almost had him. That's You got something against chess or something? What the hell is wrong with you? Some people's kids. All right. All right. What do we got here? Coming in from up here. Let's start there. What's that office building down there? Yeah. Your name? Bitch. Well, now we know what Scooby-Doo sounds like when he's running up to you. Well, judging by all that, I must have put a wall up on him. Okay, let's take a quick peek here. Where are we quest-wise? One more. Seconds and a name location. Where are we going from? Let's... Should be able to manage that at first order basis. Lots of places to not be seen. Okay, we got the loading screen. Like that. I think I like the pickings going this way a little better. As we pick through the quarters, you okay. Again, I don't like the rate of fire on the OXR. A little slow. Whoa! I think we're just going to leave at this point. Okay. Oh. All right. Oh, you weasel. All right. We're gonna go that way. Okay, well, there we go. We got down, dipshit. Okay. All right, which way are we going? We're going that way. Somewhere around here, there should be a car. Oh, definitely better. Okay. I don't think they rebuilt the club. No time for this. There's a truck. Good enough. Oh, there we go. Better. Bye. Good. This one's not quite open for business yet. Okay. Now I'm going downstairs. There we are. I think I better get back to my car. If I can find my car. Or I can find another one. Bitch. You make yourself a bit of a target there, Sparky. Okay, let's get back to the line. Since I clearly leveled up. Now that is generally the objective every night. It's like level up enough times so I can get the goodies I need, and then beyond that, it starts becoming a game of diminishing returns. That's probably by design, so you don't spend all day on the thing, you know. Because just grinding tends to, just doesn't produce as good a results. You just take a break, let everything reset, and come back again. Come back later. Let someone else play for a while. Yep, there we go. Okay, we got the Huggy Wuggy thing. Yeah, another game I'm not familiar with, or moves, or whatever the hell it is. I think it's a game. Okay, so let's get this. I'm gonna grab that. I mean, it is impressive truck work, but beyond that. So let's get on here and just go through the, run through it. So yeah, at that point, because now it's like 64,000 at the next level, and the dailies are done. So anything more than that is just gonna be like 1,000 each. Weeklies are done. Expertise, that really doesn't do much of them. Story-wise, nothing there. Fortnite Nightmares. Most I could do is 40. Yeah. So I think at this point it's just nope, no, hold on, I can't. I'm not. No, damn it, stop, cancel it. At this point it's just. Shows you how punchy I'm getting. Okay, just call it there. And all 5 people watching on X. I mean, we really need people watching on YouTube, but they'll get there eventually. That's where the repeat crowd comes in. They'll throw something up like background noise. I don't know what the hell I've done, but engagement's. But yeah, I'm not sure if I want to bot because I don't think nothing particularly. I don't recall anything particularly, profound being said during Friday stream. It's like. I don't particularly need a scene of a naked woman showing up on my screen to, I think I'd have to blur it, so it's like, what's the point? But it's like, it was a glitch, So I don't know if anyone, I'll call it up on here and review it, see what's anything but found on there, and then decide if I want to download it and do something with it. But otherwise, I'm just going to go and call it for the night. So with that, we'll talk at you.